Untold, disheartening truth of Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair so I may climb up without a stair.
Yep, today we'll explore the original version of Tangled, the story of Rapunzel. We love the girl with long golden hair, and the prince who helped her escape from the tower. But do you know the original version was not written for kids? It was actually made for adults, as it has multiple traumatizing sequences, which kids' innocent brains can't process. So they made it a story of a young girl, with long hair, who was locked in a tower by a witch, and was later loved by a prince, who helped her escape from the trap of the witch. Let us now jump to the original version of the tale. It was made around the early 1790s by Frederick Schultz. It all starts with a couple living in a town. They lived happily, but the only not-so-good thing with them was that they couldn't have a child even after trying for many years. After a few days, the wife told the husband that soon they are expecting. They were absolutely delighted after knowing this. One fine day, the wife was standing near the window and was enjoying the beautiful view, but suddenly she had a glance at the beautiful purple flowers in the forest far from her home. The name of those flowers was Rapunzel. She asked her husband to bring them to her, but the husband refused because a cruel witch was living in that forest, and it was not safe to enter that forest. The wife was craving for the flowers. Soon, she fell seriously unwell and was about to pass away because of not getting those flowers. In the end, the husband decided to bring those flowers for her. The same night, he went to the forest and plucked a handful of Rapunzel, and came back home. The wife became completely fit after consuming Rapunzel flowers. She craved for more of them, and said, "If I don't get the Rapunzel flowers I may die." The husband loved his wife a lot, so next midnight he again went to the forest. But this time, the witch caught him plucking those flowers. The witch was about to curse him, but within the moment he explained his situation. After hearing that, the witch stopped herself. But, she is a witch. Why did she stop herself? There was a reason. She offered a deal against those flowers to the man. The deal was that the man had to give his firstborn child to her, and she would raise the child like a mother. The man didn't take a second thought and said yes to the deal made by the witch. After a few months, a girl child was born to the wife and husband. They named her after the flower Rapunzel. The wife didn't know about the deal that has happened between the man and the witch. Soon the witch came and snatched away Rapunzel and took her to the forest where she lived. Witch wanted Rapunzel because she was lonely in the forest, as people from the kingdom were afraid of her. She raised Rapunzel, but she always told her that the world outside was very cruel and was not made for her. Rapunzel always believed whatever the witch said to her, because she had never seen anyone else than the witch. Witch kept Rapunzel in a long tower that does not comprise any door or stairs so that she couldn't go out of that tower. Because of this, Rapunzel never saw any other human. The witch did not look after Rapunzel very well, so she never even cut her hair. Years passed away and Rapunzel grew very long hair, so long, that it made it difficult for her to even move. Rapunzel was so innocent that she didn't know that hair can be cut off. The witch told her that if she cuts her hair, she would die. Years passed on and Rapunzel lived alone in the tower. She uses to sit on the balcony attached to her room. One fine day, a prince came riding his horse into the forest. He heard a mesmerizing voice singing. He immediately started searching for the voice that was coming. He saw an absolutely beautiful girl sitting on the balcony. Rapunzel got afraid as she had never seen a man. Along with getting afraid, Rapunzel was glad to see someone as she felt she was not alone in this world. Prince had a conversation with Rapunzel, in which he understood that she was very innocent and unaware of literally everything. Prince asked her if she can come down, to which Rapunzel replied she can't because there was no way to come out. Prince asked if he could climb up. Rapunzel got nervous and told him everything about her mother, who was a witch. But the prince was desperate to meet her cause he wanted Rapunzel, so he said that he would come at night when the witch would be asleep. Rapunzel hid about the prince from the witch. As the evening was getting darker, Rapunzel came to the balcony waiting for the prince. The prince arrived after some time. There was no way for the prince to reach the balcony, so he asked Rapunzel to throw her hair down so that he can climb up. Rapunzel did exactly what the prince said, and the prince got onto the balcony. Rapunzel was very happy because of the prince. This continued for many nights and the witch was unaware of this. But not for much longer. Until a day when Rapunzel was dressing up, she told the witch that her dresses were getting tighter in the waist area but fit perfectly in the rest of the body. Witch checked upon her and found that she was pregnant. Rapunzel was so naive that she didn't know what pregnancy was. This shows that the prince was not visiting there just to talk with Rapunzel. Instead, he had his own benefits. This way the prince did cheat on Rapunzel by sleeping with her and not informing her of what could result from their deeds. The witch burst upon Rapunzel, and to punish her, she chopped off her hair. Rapunzel cried a lot, as she grew up with those long hair. But simultaneously, she got to know that she couldn't die if she cuts off her hair, and the witch was lying about it. Also, the witch had lied many more times to her, to date. The witch threw her away in the forest during her pregnancy, where she was completely unaware of the condition she was going through. This shows that the witch never loved Rapunzel. The same night Prince came again to meet Rapunzel, but he was unaware of what has happened with Rapunzel. So he called, "Rapunzel, I'm here, throw down your hairs." This time, the witch was waiting for him. She threw the cut-off hair of Rapunzel down. So, he climbed up to the balcony. The moment he reached the end, he saw the witch, which told him, "For the one you have come here, that beautiful bird is no longer sitting in her nest, nor is she singing anymore." Right after she said this, she pushed away the prince, and he fell into the bushes. He was alive, but the thorns of wild roses damaged his eyes, and because of this, he lost his vision. Prince survived for many months in the forest. He ate berries and grass to survive. One fine day while walking he went near a river, but fell down because a wooden log came into his way. Rapunzel lived beside the river, so she came out hearing the noise of someone falling down. She took the prince on her lap, and both were talking. After listening to what happened with the prince, Rapunzel couldn't control her emotions and her tears fell in the prince's eye. And because Rapunzel had her own magical powers, her tears healed the prince's eyes and his vision was back. As soon as the prince opened his eyes, he saw Rapunzel with her twin kids, and he knew they were his kids. He was overwhelmed seeing them. He loved Rapunzel very much, even though lust had overpowered his love, but soon he realized his mistakes. He took Rapunzel to the world outside of the forest and made her familiar with life, humans, and human society out of that forest. After this prince took Rapunzel and their kids to his kingdom, and they lived there happily. So this was it, about the original version of Rapunzel, where there was lust, betrayal, and abuse. We hope you enjoyed the tale. Stay tuned with facts, folks, and fun, for more story debunking videos.